there's a proper way to plant trees and there's a not so proper way to plant trees. We dug holes, took trees out of pots, put them in holes. And what Kerry is showing us is you got to spread the roots out. So we have a lot more trees. Kerry's come in. We hired him to come in, do some assessment and do some planting. And we are now planting more trees. We put in 60 or so trees over the last couple of years, and about half of them live, half of them are no longer living. So we're pulling the dead ones, putting fresh ones in, planting them properly, and what we're doing is just kind of building a bigger hole. The ground here is super hard, clay and chert, so we're making a much bigger hole in the hopes that when we do get massive rain, the water has someplace to go rather than sit right on those roots right off. What Kerry's putting in there right now is some topsoil, so we've got a little more nutrients in there. That's a fig tree he's putting in. We've got a bunch of figs, we've got some apples, we've got some plums, and then a few other plants that we've sourced. Most of these came from big box stores, and then Kerry got some from individual nurseries over in East Tennessee. So we're just putting a bunch of different stuff in, and we'll see what takes off and does well. We know figs always do really well. It's a good crop, high calorie crop, easy to reproduce, and they've just done well. Every fig we've put in is still here, so figs are always a safe bet. So the top of the soil is real diggable because we put 12 to 20 inches of wood chips every year over this area, and it rots down and becomes soil. But once you get 10, 12 inches into the ground, it's all rock. So that's why we're using the auger. And years ago, we did them all by hand, and to dig the equivalent hole, it would take you several hours with 5 or 6 dudes standing here just rotating in. So the auger is definitely a time saver and reduces wear and tear on human beings. There's a good example right there. Clearly we had the driveway there at one point.